Hey, this is the Entertainment Advice Channel. What I want to talk about today is the topic of the problem with YouTube videos nowadays. So, even though there's many problems with many YouTube videos that have been made in the past 5 or 10 plus years when it comes to quality, compared to, of course, 10 plus years ago, w- there's one main thing that definitely needs to be discussed when it comes to um obviously the thing that a lot of YouTubers are doing that is having a massive effect on the quality of the YouTube videos, which might come as a surprise to a lot of people. But simply put it, it's the meme slash emoji whole wave that's been going on YouTube. Okay, but to sum it up, for simplicity's sake, I'll just simply say the whole meme themed videos. Okay, and that's what I'll be talking about for this video today, and how it's having a negative effect on the good quality of videos. Okay, and that is what I'll be, like I was saying before, discussing. Okay, so now let's get started. Okay, so when it comes to the problem with meme themed videos, what exactly is the problem with meme themed videos? Well, the problem with meme themed videos is it's simply down to the fact that meme themed videos are just simply stupid. Okay, even if you like them, like you like the meme stuff, it's just kind of stupid because, to put it bluntly, to be quite honest with you, okay, even if you're a fan of that type of stuff, the thing is that they tend to use the same exact images over and over again, the same exact memes, and it gets boring. And as a result of it being boring, it's obviously not funny, for that matter. And not only that, is it not funny, and just stupid and just regurgitated crap, it kills the ability to actually watch a video properly, in other words, watch a video that's a serious video. Okay, because the truth of the matter is, when I'm watching a video, okay, especially on certain topics, specifically when it comes to serious topics like things related to topics like history, science, space travel, whatever, I want something that's going to make me actually take the video I'm watching seriously. Okay, if you're having all these video images of memes because you're so desperately trying to be hip and cool with the youth, then it's obviously, as a result, not going to be taken as seriously when you're having something that looks very silly and comedic versus something that actually is meant to look serious, especially if you're covering a serious topic for that matter. Okay, and that's exactly the point I'm trying to get here. Okay, it kills the ability to take the subject seriously because it's so fucking um silly to look at, to be quite blunt and honest with you. And that's a problem with YouTube videos nowadays. Okay, the way they edit the videos, it always has these silly freaking memes, and to a lesser extent these emojis, that as a result make it less likely that you'll take the video seriously, even if it's a very depressing, and serious topic, or just maybe if it's not depressing, you know like that, but it's a topic that's meant to be serious. It kills the ability for you to take it very seriously and enjoy it with you know good quality aesthetics that not only make the subject look serious, but also makes it look beautiful and enjoyable to look at, instead of looking at the same regurgitated silly memes you've seen a million freaking times before that are not even funny. And even people who like memes will say, yeah, that's not really a funny meme, that's like 3 to 5 years old, and it's not even cool anymore. It's so stupid. And that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so the truth of the matter is, there's no need for these silly meme themed videos, and it's just oversaturated. It's boring. You've seen it a million freaking times, and even when you read the comments, you don't even see anyone laugh at them or say, oh, that meme was funny. Barely. Most of the time, people just don't even talk about it because they've seen it so many times. Okay, and that is the honest truth of the matter when it comes to, of course, YouTube videos. Okay, which of course, brings up the question of, what does this have to do with my channel? Okay, well, there's a lot to do with my channel, because YouTube videos nowadays is one of the main things that make up entertainment. And as a result of it making up entertainment, it has to be, like anything that's entertaining, it has to be done well. It has to be done in an enjoyable, great, uh um well produced way. Okay, because to be quite blunt and honest with you, okay? And that is the honest truth. If you have something that's meant to look funny and stupid and silly, you're not going to take the subject matter as seriously as you should if it's actually meant to have images that are meant to look serious. Okay, which as a result kills the vibe of your ability to enjoy the video. Okay, and that is the honest truth here to because since I've already explained my point, let me go even further detail into it by giving an example. Okay, if I'm gonna watch a series, watch something, okay, or more specifically, the person watching this video, okay, if you're looking at something, okay, that's a serious topic. Maybe let's just talk about the ancient conquerors of the ancient world. Okay, what will make you take it more seriously? Okay, images that are actually well created and well produced that are meant to look serious, or silly abstract images of like that are obviously desperate attempts to try to be funny and a lot of times don't even relate to the topic of the matter. Like they'll be making P. Diddy jokes, and if it's not P. Diddy jokes, they'll be making maybe jokes about Epstein or whatever other person or Donald Trump or even some random black meme, that even black people who are in the know will tell you, oh my god, that's like 5+ years old, so it's like really outdated now. Like, what would make you take it more seriously? The first option, where it's meant to look more serious by showing images of the conquerors, and the result makes the stuff more serious when it's shown in a serious way, or silly memes, the second option, more like that I gave examples for, where they show all these silly abstract images of things that are not even well drawn and are just so desperate to try to make you laugh, by showing these P. Diddy references and this and that and all this silly bullshit. Like, which one of the two would make you take it more seriously, okay? The first or the second option? Obviously, the first option. It's common sense 101. So, in truth, that is my problem with modern YouTube videos, okay? I'm not saying it can't be done from time to time, but when you're covering more serious topics, you know, it needs to be done properly, okay? And it's just so oversaturated as well. Like, every video is meme themed and it gets kind of tiresome and boring. Like, can we do something fucking else? Like, if you want a better example of what I mean, look at like those 1990s shows where they depict different topics, whether it could be history, science, maybe even technology. A good example specifically for history would be, I think it's a show called Ancient Warriors or something, where they cover different warriors like Spartans, the samurai, you know, the ninja, I believe, and many other great warriors throughout history. I think it's called Ancient Warriors or something. I don't know for certain, but it's a show that definitely ends with the word warriors. That was on Discovery Channel. It actually makes you take the subject actually seriously instead of something that you don't take seriously, okay? Like these silly freaking meme themed videos you see all the time. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say here. Because not all the time in life you want to laugh at everything. Sometimes you want to take things seriously, okay? Not only is it dangerous to be someone who never takes anything seriously, which, oh boy, that's definitely not a person you want to become for certain. It also has um a negative effect, where it prevents you from enjoying things. Just like when we watch movies all the time, do you want to watch something that's meant to be funny? Like, when we go to movies, does every single movie have to be a comedy movie, or could there sometimes be movies that are more serious, that are not meant to be funny, because they're meant to be, well, action movies, because people want variety, and that's exactly what I'm trying to say here. And when it comes to YouTube videos, it's the same as the example I gave for movies. Sometimes I want to watch something that's serious, and as a result of it being serious, it obviously is meant to be depicted in a serious way instead of meant to be depicted in a way that's meant to show that, okay, I'm not being serious here. That's exactly what I'm trying to get across here. And it's just oversaturated, and it's just stupid. Besides, at the end of the day, you should have something for everybody, not just for, just one particular taste of people. Because my God, Lord have mercy, those type of people who say that, you don't like things that are different and you only want things to be the same way you do, which I bet are the ones who are the biggest fans of these meme themed videos. When you don't give them what they want, they complain, well, it's not made in the way I want it to be made. Do you have nothing for me? And they complain about it and blah, 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 blah. You always want things to be your way. But when you give them things their way, they they only want it to be their way. And if you want it to be different, they complain about it. Just like abstract artists. They claimed at one point they were being prosecuted by people who wanted realistic art. Now abstract artists become the most popular form of art, and they don't even treat people who are interested in realistic art very well at all. So you become the very thing that you fought against. And that's the honest truth of the matter. And even aside from that, back to the main point, like I said before, sometimes people want something different, not something that's just meant to look stupid and silly. And that's the honest truth here. So anyway, this is my video, and this is the problem with my YouTube videos, and hopefully it gets fixed. And this is all I have to say, and simply put, I'm out. So bye.